have Arsenal offered James Maddison a 4-year contract. With the Euros finally over and football going to Rome, this is the real start of the transfer window. So today we will discuss Arsenal's pursuit of James Maddison, as well as the future of William Saliba and his loan transfer to Marseille. And so join me in today's episode of the Transfers FC. Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is Babs14, and no, football did not come home. It went to Rome, so congratulations to Italy. As per, I'd massively appreciate if you guys can go down there and smash a like on the video. Your boy needs it today. And also, if you are new to the thing, please do consider subscribing to your boy's channel as well, because we are on the road to 50,000 subscribers. But let's get straight into one James Maddison and his Arsenal transfer. We don't call him James, we call him James Maddis, and he's on his way to Arsenal, where reports have come out from the reliable, the GOAT, the AFCBell, as they have received information that James Maddison's camp expects a move and an attempt from Arsenal in the coming weeks to sign the player. The club, through its lobbying and back channels, offered James Maddison a 4-year +1 contract and a salary nearly double what he earns at Leicester City, and the opportunity to wear the iconic number 10 Arsenal shirts. So not only have Arsenal put forward a full +1 year contract, but they have also offered to double his Leicester salary to 200,000 Great British pounds a week. I mean, how can you say no to that, James? Also, as the Bell says, Maddison's people think that Arsenal are going to put forward an offer within the next few weeks, and it makes perfect sense to why. During the duration of the Euros, we have not seen that many big transfers, and now that that is finally over, a lot of the bigger transfers will start to catch fire, and hopefully we see some gargantuan moves from our Arsenal Football Club. The Bell says they have also received information that Arsenal's seriousness, as the spies informed the players' camp that the club saw him as its primary target this window. The club's vigour was well received by the camp and the player alike, and he understands that Maddison openly discussed with his inner circle the idea of leaving Leicester and joining Arsenal. And Arsenal are making it clear, James, you are our number 1 attacker midfield target. And ultimately, to get the fans back on side as well, we as fans need to see big transfers and statements of intent. So spending upwards of £60 million on a rival in the Premier League and Leicester City, that would be a statement of intent in your boy's opinion. The Bell says that Arsenal does not seem despair of his chances in this file. There is realism in the atmosphere with the difficulty of the deal, but the club does not believe that it is impossible or a losing battle that he should not enter. We know how painstaking it is to say no guarantees the deal will happen, but it's not dead before it's born. But that's the exact description now. So according to the AFCBell, Arsenal are low-key optimistic that they can make this transfer happen. They know it's going to be expensive, but they can put that money on the table if the circumstances are right. Now, what exactly are these circumstances? That being, how much do Leicester want in the first place? Is it more than 60? And if so, is it 70? Is it 80? Is it an extortion amount of money? And also, how much money do Leicester want up front? Because as an example, Arsenal's record signing Nicola Pepe was a mainly installment-based transfer. And so in the case of James Maddison, I don't think personal terms will be an issue. It's just about striking a deal with Leicester City, agreeing the fee and the payment structure. The source also claims that they've reached out to James Maddison's direct agents for comment on the information below, and no denials have come out as of the time this series of tweets went live. Now, I'm not going to come out and say Maddison is definitely going to sign for Arsenal, but I'd be very stupid in saying that this is not a possibility in the first place. They can offer the player the wages, the brand exposure, come into a gargantuan institution like Arsenal. Quite clearly, this is also of interest to James Maddison, the reason why his party is even entertaining offers in the first place. But what do you guys reckon is the value of James Maddison, and how much do you want to see Arsenal pay for the player if we are to sign him? Fabrizio Romano has confirmed that paperwork have been completed between Arsenal and Anderlecht for Albert Sambi Lokonga. Contract until June 2026, a €17.5 million opening fee plus add-ons, and it will be official after the quarantine period for the Belgian midfielder. Here we go, confirmed. Lokonga turned down 2 proposals from Italy to join the mighty Arsenal. Here we go, confirmed from Mr. Here we go himself, Fabrizio Romano. And I think just like we saw with Nuno Tavares, Arsenal only announced the transfer after his quarantine period is over. Belgian journalist Sacha Tavaleri can also confirm confirmed Albert Sambi Lokonga has arrived in London on Saturday morning. Tavaleri has also confirmed that he will be unable to join his teammates directly in Edinburgh. Lokonga will have to respect a quarantine of 10 days. If all goes well, he will discover his new teammates during Arsenal's pre-season tour in the United States of America. But regardless of that, mi amigos, this deal is done. Sambi Lokonga is an Arsenal player, and we can now move on to our other transfer targets. Moving on, let's discuss the future of William Saliba. The so-called Mbappe of centre-backs is on his way out of Arsenal, but on a loan transfer. As David Ornstein today has confirmed that Marseille have reached an agreement with Arsenal to sign William Saliba on a one-year loan. Marseille to pay Arsenal loan fee, but no option to buy. The 20-year-old still needs to have a medical before embarking on a third spell away since signing in 2019, and that no new contract was discussed. First things first, best of luck to William Saliba at Marseille. I hope that you go there and rip it apart and prove to Arsenal of your obvious qualities. But in terms of the new contract not being discussed, it's not what you want to hear, because as David Ornstein says in his report, no new contract has been discussed for William Saliba with Arsenal prior to his loan exit to Marseille. Saliba's contract runs until 2024, and as of now he remains a part of the club's long-term thinking, and at just 20 years of age he can definitely still have an Arsenal future. I just would have liked to see him sign that new contract just so we can put these rumours to bed and move on with the situation. Regardless, Saliba is linking up with Matteo Guendouzi in Marseille. Best of luck. But keeping it on the centre-backs, Brighton reporter Aidan J. Wood says in club news, Arsenal are very confident that Ben White can be done imminently. He also says that Brighton were and are still hoping that other clubs bid for White, but several of the interested parties believe the Arsenal deal is done. So there's a common understanding around the grounds that Ben White to Arsenal is a done deal, is finito, and as of right now he is most likely going to be an Arsenal player. And now that his involvement in the Euros is over, this deal is going to pick up pace within the next few days, so keep an eye out on Ben White to Arsenal. Sky Sports in Italy claimed that Hector Bellerin spoke with Arsenal and has requested to leave now. He wants to go to Inter, it is his priority. Now the clubs have to work on it to find the best formula. Now Arsenal have always made it clear they will only sell Hector Bellerin if it is a straight transfer and no loan or obligation to buy. But now the Hecky B himself has come out and said that he wants to go. I think that Arsenal will look to find a swift resolution. Gianluca Di Marzio also claims that Arsenal are now open to a loan with the option to buy for Bellerin, which becomes an obligation under certain conditions, while Inter at the moment does not want conditions, but only a loan with the right of redemption. So Inter wants an option to buy, Arsenal wants an obligation to buy, and now it is over to man like Richard Garlic Bread to negotiate this deal and figure out a solution, and hopefully we get a decent obligation to buy and some decent money for Hector Bellerin in the future. TikTok Mr. Garlic, it's over to you. Fabrizio Romano has confirmed that Andre Onana has reached an agreement on personal terms with Olympique Lyonnais, confirmed, but the Ajax and Lyon board still have no agreements. Talks are ongoing. Inter are also interested in signing Onana, but only as a free agent in June 2022 if he is to stay at Ajax this season. When it comes to personal terms, in the past it's also been confirmed that Arsenal have also agreed personal terms with the player, but the reason why I think Arsenal have cooled their interest is because of his overall ban and the African Cup of Nations. And if Arsenal were to sign Andre Onana, we wouldn't have him available until November, and then he'd also be at the African Cup of Nations in January with his country Cameroon. And so can Arsenal afford to let such an important player miss 5 months of the season? I don't think they think so. Keeping it on the goalkeepers, we've got a comunicado oficial. Matt Ryan has joined Real Sociedad. Arsenal's number 2 goalkeeper from last season is now gone to Real Sociedad. Best of luck, Matty Ryan. And it kind of confirms that Arsenal are still going to sign a goalkeeper this summer. Is it going to be a first choice or a second choice? We are going to have to wait and see. And with Andre Onana also potentially on his way to Lyon, comment down below your own thoughts on what goalkeeper do you want to see Arsenal sign this summer, as a number 1 or as a number 2. And moving on to the other Arsenal news today. First things first, my friends, be excited because the mighty Arsenal Stress FC is back again tomorrow, as Arsenal will play a pre-season game against Hibernian in Scotland. And according to Charles Watt, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Alexandre Lacazette, Nicolas Pepe, Thomas Partey and Emil Smith-Rowe are all a part of the group travelling to Scotland, as is Nuno Tavares. From Nicolas Pepe Dino to ESR the Korean KDB, your boy is low-key excited. And essentially the new season starts tomorrow, so let me know on a scale of 1 to 10 of how excited are you going into this new season. And finally, I need to address this. No, football did not come home. I was there yesterday at Wembley Stadium to see football go to Rome. Of course, England did lose on penalties, and the player that missed the final penalty was our own Bukayo Saka, our star boy. And as Arsenal put it so well, football can be so cruel, but for your personality, for your character and for your bravery, we'll always be proud of you, and we can't wait to have you back with us at Bukayo Saka. It was heartbreaking scenes. There was nearly tears in your boy's eyes. Bukayo missing the penalty, it hurt me bad. And I'll be real with you guys, I want to question the decision in the first place to let a 19-year-old who has never taken a penalty in his Arsenal career to take the 5th pressure penalty in a Euros final in his home country, home stadium. Who thought of that? Who thought that would be right? And some of the vile racial abuse I've seen online since then, it is an embarrassment, it is a disgrace, and you guys are not football fans. You guys are classless clowns. And I echo the same with Marcus Rashford and Jadon Sancho. But in terms of our star boy Bukayo Saka, at just 19 years of age, you're starting for your country week in, week out at a Euros final. You have done yourself proud and you've announced yourself to the world. Everyone now knows who Bukayo Saka is, and you have got such a bright future. Chin up, head up king, and we move to the future. Let's get some love for Bukayo Saka down below in the comments. But that is the video there and there. If you have enjoyed, smash a like, and while you're down there, please do consider subscribing to your boy's channel as well. If you want to follow boy on them social medias, the links will be down below in the description. But that was the latest episode of the Transfers FC, and no, football did not come home. But it's James Maddison coming to the Emirates Stadium. We are gonna have to wait and see in a bit, my beautiful people.